Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome, thank you, to the Nick and Shane Show. I'm your man, Nick Wildstar.
Hi, Nick.
I
I'm Shane, everyone. Nice to meet you.
was going to say, who are you? I don't know. Hey there, Shane. How's it going with you, buddy?
No, fantastic. How about yourself?
Oh, not bad at all. Getting ready for a busy weekend since I'm now officially a candidate for City Council of Fresno. Yeah.
All right. Tell us more about that.
About to smoke a celebratory joint right here. For sure. Well, yeah, I mean, I had to suspend my campaign for California governor since I wasn't able to pay the nearly $5,000 filing fee. You know,
All right.
when you're campaigning, it's like all of these expenses that you end up incurring upon the campaign trail. That means that the deciding vote will be on election day, and that's June 7th, 2022. June 7th, 2022. People connect with me right there. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, so you can stay in touch with the campaign. Yeah. So,
and now you're running for Fresno City Council, right?
Fresno City Council, yes, sir. So I'll be getting that campaign pretty much in high gear come today, I guess. Right. Today, yesterday, got to make sure. But yeah, I'm very excited because, like I said, instead of having to wait until June or pardon me, November, when the general election would be, and there would be a runoff against, whoever got the most votes, that's going to happen on June 7th. So
all right.
I get more votes than the guy I'm running against. I'm the new city councilman,
Nice.
I'll be taking office January of 2023. But enough about me, Shane. What's been up with you, man? You've been ripping and running?
Just plugging away, working on life. I actually do. I have one more question for you about that. So,
okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, the campaign itself. What's the premise yes? What's the premise you're running on versus your opponent?
Well, responsibility and accountability. I mean, this guy, he's an establishment candidate, so of course he already has a reputation, and it's not one that's very friendly and you would think befitting of someone who's supposed to be a representative, because the people don't feel like he's representing them at all. So, that's pretty common in politics. The one thing about it is we never vote for the opposition, the person who could really do a better job at, handling the issues that the community want dealt with, whether it be potholes or parks or the homeless or drug use or gang violence or whatever the case may be. It's like it's so many different things, but at the end of the day, the people that they hire to get those jobs done aren't really cutting it, Right. So first and foremost, once I get that job, I'm going to make sure that I uphold my oath. That's another thing that these guys don't do, is remember that they work for we the people. They don't work for special interests or some union or whatever the case may be. Shit, they work for the people who voted them in, their constituency, and the greater whole. Since they talk about this greater good, their job is to deal with the greater good, So,
right.
But yeah, when it boils down to the issues itself, it's a matter of making sure that the money is more efficiently spent. When it comes to homelessness, they're wasting money just like every other part of California. So I want to build those 3D printed homes right here in Fresno, lead by example, show the rest of the state what can be done to actually address homelessness in a more long-term way, because you may have people out there that have short-term needs, mothers with children who are sleeping out their car and got to go to work, but don't have a place to lay their head. You got military veterans out there suffering from PTSD. You got troubled youth, who ran away from home for whatever reason and don't have a place to stay. They're living on the streets. So let's get them into some housing, immediate housing, instead of having them wait months or even years before they have access to these to assistance. It's
Right.
really awful the way that works. It's like we pay taxes for immediate gratification, and we end up having to wait fucking forever. It's like how long California's been getting taxed for this damn high-speed rail, which runs through Fresno. Okay. So it's a big deal out here in the Central Valley because they see it as a job creator,
Right.
But the amount of jobs that have come from it has been like, yeah. And of course, tax dollars have been going down the drain. I think they said it's going to cost like $10-15 billion before it's all done. And it'll be the slowest high-speed rail in the world. Okay. I'll say that again. It'll be the slowest high-speed rail.
California is one of my favorite states, man. There's just nonstop like comedy coming out of that state.
And it's from the top down, from state officials to local authority or whatever the hell you want to call them. It's just, they all suck. So I feel like if I can get in the door on a local level, then once I'm in, then there is no stopping me, And like I said, I'll be able to lead by example and show and prove with my time in office all of the shit I've been talking about for 10 years, And hopefully the people of Fresno will love me for it, and the people of California will see what I can do enough to want me as governor someday.
Yeah. Good for you, man. That's exciting.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It is very exciting because this is actually the closest I've gotten to getting elected. It's just me and another guy.
Right.
So that was the goal. Each and every election was get to the 2-man showdown, and this is it. So I'm really excited about the opportunity to again face off with my contender, who is who is an incumbent. He is the current city councilman, and we want to get him out of there, get me elected. All right, we do have a guest in the studio for our random conversation about whatever.
Oh no! Wait, do we know the guest?
Yeah, no, we don't. I guess.
Yes, here we go.
We're about to get to know our guests.
I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these niggas I don't even know how to stop.
I gotta see if I can get it back up again.
All right. Arnold Bob is having some technical difficulties. Yeah, he dipped out. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know. He was playing some rap music or something. It was way too loud. He was saying,
and there we go. Random is handled. So we got random.
It is a random conversation about whatever. So I guess it's only only fitting.
Yeah. If you're tuned in and have some ideas of what to talk about tonight, feel free to share them. Feel free to join.
Please do. We just we have a Friday night to hang out with you guys and talk about shit. So
save the hour.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, we definitely want you out there to comment and ask us a question right there. on the screen, what you can do is just drop it right there in the chat box. We'll put it up on the screen, your comment or question. And as our guest Arnold Bob did, I guess, you can click on that link in the description to jump into the studio, and we'd be happy to talk to you. Have you join us right here on the Nick and Shay Show.
Your name is Arnold Bob?
Arnold Bob. That's what it said. I don't know. I guess it was probably one of those guys who like coming on our show and, showing all types of inappropriate things. But Jack B in the house, he says, did you get your free crack pipes? From Joe Biden. I know, right? How much did that cost taxpayers?
A lot.
I mean, I understand you want to promote safe drug use, but really you want to spend our tax dollars to buy, syringes and crack pipes and,
here's the question I have.
Paraphernalia. In that case, where's my weed pipe? I would like a weed pipe.
Here's what I want. Why is government promoting drug use of any kind?
That is true. That is true.
How about that?
Especially with them supposedly being against drugs, They got this war on drugs, but how much has it paid off for us?
No.
65 billion sounds reasonable. Yeah, $65 billion for these safe drug use kits.
Okay, so we know nobody spent anywhere close to $1 billion on these kits. So it makes you wonder where the money went, doesn't it?
Of course. Yeah, they didn't spend all of the money on,
right. I just look, I'm not saying that I know the crackhead world, but I don't believe crack pipes are that expensive. Otherwise, crackheads wouldn't be getting their hands on crack pipes.
Straight up, that is true. I would say, if anything, they spent a lot of money on propaganda and promoting it,
Oh, he said Jack pointed out he made that number up.
Sounds good to me. I mean, Biden probably made up that number.
In all fairness,
the idea. Let's get people crack pipes and other drug paraphernalia that they may need to get high. But
look, if it was $1 million, it was too much.
It definitely was too much damn money. That's for sure, because I would say any money, period, spent on that effort is ridiculous. How about leaving it up to, drug rehabilitation programs or the mental health industry or whatever the case may be? There's so many different organizations and outlets that could do exactly that. And our government chooses to make that effort using our tax dollars. There's so much more that could be done, and more important things going on in our country to where that money could be spent on, but instead that's what they choose to do.
Yep.
Let me see. I'm trying to bring up that Biden crack pipes story so we can actually find out how much was actually spent on that. So yeah, I actually have that report here, which I'm going to share. Hold on, as soon as I get my screen share up and running. All right, here we go. All right.
Oh, but
you said 1 million. Try 30, Shay.
$30 million. But wait a minute, it's false.
Why is it false though?
Health and Human Services says so.
Right. When you read the article, actually, you'll find out it says fueled by viral false report. Slew of prominent conservative political figures and conservative news outlets recently fueled a viral false report that claimed the Biden administration was preparing to spend $30 million in federal funds to distribute free crack pipes. But that claim is not true. The Biden administration says, the people that we're saying, is responsible for this is saying that's not true. How much has government been accountable to where we can actually depend on them to think that that's true? You know?
Wait. Are you insinuating that the government may not always be honest?
Right. Yeah. I would say at this point they've proven that time and time again. So
That's
we should
weird.
be giving them the benefit of the doubt.
God, if you can't trust the narrative on health and human services stuff, and you can't trust the narrative on what's going on with the so if you can't trust what's going on with the narrative around Ukraine, and you can't trust what's going on with the narrative around COVID,
nope.
Yeah, I guess
Let me bring that up to conclude. The origin of the claim was misleading. A misleading report from the Washington Free Beacon, which cites a Department of Health and Human Services grant program that offers funds for safe smoking kits. So it's DHHS, the Department of Health and Human Services, which is again has a grant program that funds for safe smoking kits, but made a misleading claim that crack pipes were part of them.
Well, then what kind of smoking kits, dude? Maybe your pipe is available.
Right.
Is it heroin? What else are we smoking, man? If it isn't
a crack pipe, it's a pipe you can use forever, whatever you want.
Yeah, wait a minute. Now, all of a sudden, I'm interested. Do I have a free pipe coming to me?
You should go and get contact the Department of Health and Human Services.
Right. And if we're going to do it, let's do it right. Yeah, I want a nice dab rig, man.
This is a free safe drug safety kit.
Oh.
So, there we have it.
It comes with rolling papers, do you think? Like all organic?
That would be really cool. Hey, if you promote safe smoking, that's the best thing to do. I like that idea. I wish.
Yeah, no, it's not a good. It's not a good. That is not Nick for Fresno material.
No, not at all. But yeah, I mean, if anything, they're being discriminatory by criminalizing people for substance use, but yet at the same time enabling it. It's very hypocritical and it's counterproductive, if anything. I mean, if people would see that clash right there, you would think there would be some protests against what's going on. But yeah, on one hand, they tell you don't do drugs, can't buy these drugs. If you buy or use these drugs, we're going to send you to jail. But if you happen to use them, here's a free safe drug kit.
Do it safely. Yeah.
Paid for by American taxpayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it safely. But that's just more wasteful spending for government. I think we're all used to that. But we got to do something about it. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to make a mark here in Fresno by doing exactly that.
Yeah, help end the war on drugs in Fresno.
What's that?
Help end the war on drugs in Fresno.
For sure. Yeah, they've closed down dispensaries. They don't allow any of that. So hopefully there will be a turnaround there. Yeah. Government free samples, right? Can we get some? I'll take some. What are they giving away? Like crack, cocaine, heroin?
Nobody has more of the
drugs.
Nobody has more of the stuff to give away than government.
I'm telling you, don't they seize drugs and drug money also? What do they do with that shit?
It just supposedly sits in a warehouse.
Come on, man. It's sitting in a warehouse, my ass. When do we get an audit of this warehouse for inventory?
Right after we get an audit of Fort Knox.
Right. I guess we got to do what we're doing with the Biden administration. Just take their word for it, okay?
Yes.
They are trustworthy. They are on top of it.
The drugs are there. We promise.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Fund wars. Yeah. They are funding wars with our tax dollars.
With our
Speaking of
drugs.
funding wars, how do you feel about this whole Ukraine deal?
Man, you know what? Here's the deal. I'll just put it out there. Putin is not the good guy. The Iranian government. Putin is not the good guy. The Ukrainian government is filled with scumbags, and neither of them hold a candle to the most corrupting and violent component of all this, which is the U.S.-led NATO.
True.
I am on no one's side. I hope all three of them crumble and fail. I feel horrible for the people of Ukraine and the people of the world who will end up dealing with the fallout of all of this.
It really is awful how the people kind of get caught up in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Even the people in America,
Yeah.
we're caught up in it by making it conversation. Like I said, when there's so many things happening in our own backyard, there are people that are losing their homes, they're losing their jobs, they're unable to feed their families. They are suffering from power outages and, food shortages. And
is that happening here or in Ukraine?
Right. But if you go on Yahoo or Google or, Fox News, CNN, ABC, any of these news outlets or whatever the case may be, all you do is see Ukraine. I went on Hulu last night just to sit back, watch some TV or whatever. First thing they show is an interview with the Ukrainian president. And, they got a big ad for it, full page. And I'm like, is it really that important to where I need to get so fully invested into what's happening there as if it's going to affect my day-to-day life? It is, because you got people like Biden out there saying, hey, we're not going to buy any more Russian oil. Meanwhile, they're paying states to cap their oil wells.
Correct.
Why?
Well, because you cut off Russia's supply of selling oil, right, to hurt their economy. And so you would cut off our own supply in order to hurt Russia's economy, I guess. I don't know.
I don't get it for the life of me.
But you do get it. You do get it. That's the thing, right? They're intentionally causing harm.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing responsible about it, and it's overt and it's in your face. It's a terrible policy.
It is, definitely.
But it's okay though. They're gonna back this stupid policy up with one equally stupid, because we can't all afford to go out and get Teslas, can we?
Right. No, we cannot.
Here come your subsidies.
Exactly. And that's what they want to do. They want everybody to shift over to electric vehicles. But the energy, isn't even reliable. The damn power outlets. So especially here in California, you can't rely on PG&E or SoCal Edison. They're pretty much the monopolies that control our power. And we want to end that in some way, shape, or form. Jack B says NATO has been creeping east through Europe for 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah. And like Shane said, led by American forces. So when NATO invades other countries or go to, attempt a regime change or whatever the case may be, you got American soldiers that are being looked at as pretty much the threat.
Yeah.
And that's when their anger towards Americans gets aimed at us, because we're the one leading the way.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, for anyone who is listening, there is a new, and I don't know how new it is, a relatively new Oliver Stone movie out and it's all about the history of Ukraine. And in it, he interviews Putin. He interviews, I think, not Zelensky, but whoever the president was back in 2013. Look, what's happening in Ukraine is not new. It didn't just come out of the blue that Putin got his panties in a wad. It is. Like, to Jack's point, it's 20 years in the making, maybe even a little more. And you know, look, it's dirtbags and scumbags doing dirtbaggery and scumbaggery, and it's going to be at the expense of everyday average people.
Yeah. And speaking of which, I mean, another thing that's affecting them is their money, since the people of Ukraine, of course, have had their economic system destabilized, and Russia has played a part of it. But Bitcoin has come to the rescue. That's actually one of the headlines here, since Bitcoin jumps to 40,000 as Putin sees positive shift in Ukraine talks. So they actually donated. Here we go. Nope, it says that it bounced from 3860 to 40,000. Get your Bitcoins, I'm telling you, people. But yeah, there was a donation given to the Ukrainian government. I believe it was $18 million. I'll try to find it, something like that. But yeah, that's why the crypto market is currently being affected by what's going on with the Ukraine Russia conflict.
Yeah.
Russia, that's what we should call it.
Well, it's not just that, right? The crypto market's also being affected by this, by the latest executive order, right? Biden wants to look into crypto.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought that up, because you were talking about, you know, doing more stupid things. And that's what Biden does. You know, whenever they do something stupid, they can equalize it or neutralize it with something even more dumb. And that's what they're doing right now with going after crypto, since Biden just wants to put out an executive order concerning cryptocurrency, where there will be a development of a centralized bank digital currency, a central bank digital currency. Now, the whole point of crypto is to be decentralized, but yet they're going to centralize a decentralized currency by establishing, hey, this is the one cryptocurrency we want you to use. I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to that. They're talking about us looking into crypto, and U.S. President Joe Biden signed an executive order on Wednesday calling on the government to examine the risks and benefits of cryptocurrencies. The measures focus on 6 key areas: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. Financial inclusion, that's a joke. I mean, are you fucking kidding me, for real?
Yeah,
the Biden administration also wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. Did you hear that, people? Biden wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. Let me blow that shit up so people can see. Go ahead, Shane. What you think about that? What's up, TJ? Oh, no, man. Perfect timing, brother.
So my thoughts on but look, if it wasn't Biden, it was going to be the next president. Look, at the end of the day, a decentralized currency that is as powerful, if not more powerful, than the U.S. dollar is a threat to the powers that be.
Right.
They have to try to do something.
You said they have to create a new coin.
Well, they have to try to do something. I think they're right. Look, take a look at any cryptocurrency, right? The cryptocurrency is only as useful and as valuable as there are people willing to invest in it. Who in the hell is going to invest in a Federal Reserve crypto dollar?
Other than the American people, I would say nobody.
Right. And even then, how many American people, if you understand crypto enough to invest in crypto, you'd have to be an idiot. Look, gold-backed crypto can't even compete with crypto right now. So a garbage crypto from a source you already know you can't trust, it's not going to compete. And if it does, it'll be because it's by force or by, regulation or something.
Right. Speaking of regulation, Jack B brought up a good point. He says they were already freezing banks in Canada for freaking protesters. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Freedom Convoy. You know, they froze their bank accounts. And the way that they were able to circumvent that, you know, was Bitcoin. Thankfully, you know, the crypto market.
Yep.
So I would say, if anything, having a government in control of that, you know, that transaction, that free flowing, you know, peer-to-peer type of relationship, it's only going to make things even worse than what it is now. You know,
of course it is. That's what government does. It's literally the only thing they do right is make something worse.
But you're right. What country is going to buy into the American, you know, cryptocurrency when they can buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, or
exactly.
they can create their own?
Exactly.
You know, why would they use ours,
right,
other than the American people doing so?
Yeah, I think what you'll see is you'll see world governments and you'll see world like businesses, you know, that will invest in it because they do business in it. But as for the average Joe, as for the average investor, as for somebody who's in crypto for reasons other than, you know, spending it, nobody's going to invest in the dollar
At all.
No,
it's not going to have to happen. But yeah, I would say at this point, people put something in your wallet, you know, because if they try to freeze your bank accounts, you know, at least you got something to spend, you know, and they can't freeze that money without going through the exchanges to locate all of the wallets available. And I don't know.
And your bank, the regulations and rules that are in place for your bank right now, if you wanted to go to the bank today and withdraw $5,000, $1,000, whatever amount, right? They can say no.
Yep.
They can ask you to provide a reason to justify why you need that much cash out of your account.
Exactly.
Right. And it's my money isn't good enough.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It's just the way it works, man.
You can have $50,000 in your account and go and try to take out $5,000. Mm-hmm. They can see the money in your account. They can see it's your money. You know what I'm saying? But you want that cash. Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now you can use your card all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So when people question the tangibility of crypto versus the American dollar, I say, do you even see cash? The only thing you see is your debit card, your credit card with the Visa MasterCard logo. You know, nobody uses cash anymore.
Right.
And the reason being is because the banking system, the central banking system, has always been digital. You know, you get paid, your employer will most likely give you a check, which is an instrument, just like cash is. Or if you got direct deposit, they just transfer the shit into your account and you don't even see it. You know what I'm saying? Until you're spending off of your debit card again. So your money has always been digital, people. Please do not fear the digitization of our currency, or if currencies, period, and currencies being used for digital transactions. You've been buying shit off of Amazon this entire time. What's the difference of you doing so between using cash or crypto?
Right.
You know?
It's all electronic.
Exactly. It's all electronic. Jack B says, I'd say silver and gold.
Again, man, those are both great stores of value, and I think that they're wise investments. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of the precious metals.
I would say, if anything, precious metals are being surpassed by crypto as a reserve currency.
By Bitcoin specifically.
Yes, definitely. But I mean, you'll never see gold reach $35,000 an ounce, unless, every damn fiat currency goes to shit.
Right.
But if, even if that were to happen, you still have government scramble like they're doing now to create a digital currency to compete, and eliminate the use of precious metals for trade.
Yeah.
That's essentially what we use money for, is for trade, to buy shit, for shit that you want when shit you don't have. So that's what we use money for, bartering, and instrument for exchange. But yeah, eliminate the gold and silver. How about the coin shortage that they called it? Shortage.
The Federal Reserve doesn't even print coins. They don't mint coins. They don't have anything to do with coins.
Right. That's why they told everybody to give up their coins.
But right.
That's why I was like, I'm not giving you my damn coins. I got quarters that are worth more than dollars. So why? I mean, literally, people, you can look at quarters, change you got in your pocket. You probably will discover pennies that are worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that, but you will. There are rare pennies.
Valuable.
We don't always know what we have.
Buffalo head penny or something like that. It's like double-sided or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You get one of those, baby. You in the money.
Yeah. Yes. So, they're very. That's because they're very rare. So Jackson, so when things start to fall apart, gold's going up. Things are falling apart.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna go up to $35,000 an ounce, Jack.
No,
get you some crypto and roll with the punches. I would say, if anything, okay, I was told silver is a better purchase as far as a a precious metal, because silver is a better conductor than gold. Let's say Jack B is right, shit hits the fan. Now the price of gold and silver goes up. Why? Because gold is something that they can use and convert to conduct electricity, and they use it for electrical parts and computer, microchips and shit like that. Yeah. So that's what makes gold valuable. Well, what makes silver more valuable than gold in that aspect is that silver is used to coat the gold and cover the gold and prevent it from overheating. So the silver effectively is more valuable than the gold in that retrospect, you see?
Gotcha.
Yeah, silver better for trade too.
Yeah, hey, like I said, I don't knock silver or gold as sound investments. They are definitely hedge bets against the dollar, and they're sound. They're sound. I also think that Bitcoin is sound. I also think that Ethereum is going to be sound. There's a lot of sound things that you can do.
TJ, there we go. He says silver over gold.
That may be the case. I can't claim to know for sure one over the other, but yeah.
Yeah, he's the engineer that gave me that tidbit of inside information.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
On the electronic side, that's what would make silver more valuable to an engineer and electrician for mechanics versus gold. But yeah, have some precious metal, have some crypto, get it all in your pocket, people, because you never know what's going to happen. You could be out there protesting and they freeze your damn bank accounts. Somebody brought up a great example about what could have happened to the civil rights movement had the government froze their assets like they did in Canada. Let's say Martin Luther King's out there protesting and they froze his bank accounts, and everybody out there, in Selma, we're going to freeze all of their bank accounts. What would have happened to the civil rights movement?
The what?
Right. Exactly. It's just a matter of being able to have the freedom that you need to move about and do what you need to do. And you don't ever want one entity to have control over that ability. Right now, government is it. You need food, got to turn to government.
Yeah.
You need water, got to turn to government. You need electricity, got to turn to government, because they're the ones controlling the flow of those products, like with the shipping containers we had off the coast here in California, the whole supply chain crisis or backup, whatever they want to call it. It was manufactured because they didn't want to let in the damn shipping containers. So yeah, it's a real problem.
Well,
TJ, silver only has one valence electron. People don't know what the hell that means, TJ. You gotta explain, man.
Thanks for sharing, TJ.
Right. Thank you.
If Tony was tuned in, Tony might know what that was.
Right? It was like crickets. What the hell is a valence electron? So silver produces half the heat of copper with less weight. It produces a third of the heat gold for the same amount of electricity.
All right.
So there you have it.
All right.
As to why the silver would be more valuable. But yeah, like I said, y'all, make sure you have something in your pocket. You never know what the hell is going on with this government. TJ says, AKA, you can imagine it stronger, faster, better with less weight using silver. All right. So there you have it. When it comes to electronics, silver is a better conductor because it'll do so faster, stronger, and more efficiently.
Because it has a valence electron.
Say what?
Because it has a valence electron.
Right.
Yeah.
It only has one valence electron.
That's all you need. It's
right.
I mean, everybody knows this. Yeah.
Right. You did say that like everybody knows it.
Yeah.
TJ knows a whole lot of things, random things that most people don't know. So thanks again for sharing, TJ.
It's always nice to have that friend.
Absolutely, for sure. You need friends like that in your life,
Yeah, he's not done, man. TJ's he's taking us to class.
Right. We're going to engineering class tonight. It is a random conversation about whatever the hell. So thank you. Silver is used in tons of electrical applications. If weight, heat, and strength matter to your robot, silver over gold.
All right. Great. So TJ, am I correct in understanding we've probably taken a ton of silver and shipped it off the planet in terms of satellites and telescopes and all the crap that we have floating in space? I'm guessing a lot of that is silver.
Yep. Lots of that silver and gold.
Yep. And every solar panel, of course.
And every solar panel. So something to invest into when you're thinking about where you're going to use your fiat currency, because that's what that paper in your wallet is. It's fiat, meaning fake currency. So you want to do something with that fake currency and make it valuable. Go out there, buy some precious metals, buy some crypto, buy some real estate, if you can afford to. Buy something other than that damn cash in your wallet. I seen a video with some millionaire or whatever, and he was talking about he looks at his cash balance sheet every morning, before he starts his work for the day or whatever. And he said, as soon as he finds out how much cash he has, he goes out and spends it on shit. Because the cash isn't making him money, what he's going to buy with that cash is.
Yeah, but he ain't spending it on shit. He's spending it on assets.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, but we definitely need to make sure that we're thinking in such a way. Yeah, local small businesses, make sure you're investing into those, because those are the businesses that are going to sustain you and support you when this system falls apart. I thank God that I live in Fresno and there's tons of like independent farmers around. They sell eggs and
Yep.
fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So if anything happens with the grocery store, I'm running up at one of these farms, you know what I'm saying? $5 fill up a basket. Silver is stupidly undervalued versus gold. It's also the same trade in the crash dollar. He's still going in on this silver, man. He really
TJ,
wants to buy silver.
yeah, TJ is to silver what Peter Schiff is to gold.
Right? Straight up. Junk silver is plentiful and not worth counterfeiting. I would love to see him have a debate with Peter Schiff. That would be interesting.
I don't know it would be a debate. I don't know that Peter Schiff would argue with him too much, other than just to acknowledge that yes, of course, silver is valuable.
For sure.
Right.
I would like to see him do a debate with Max Kaiser, because Max is on the same page like I am. He's like, fuck cash, fuck fiat currency, get rid of the paper, get something more valuable. It's all going to hell. I think he did some interview where he was ripping up $1 and shit. He was like, this is where your money is headed right now, Yeah. So it's coming at some point. Keep your foot on his neck, TJ. He's like, make sure we stay educated and up to date on what really matters. He said safe.
Yeah, they are. Well, I think he's saying they're both safe investments, and they are safe. Yeah.
Absolutely. TJ says the hood will use it. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. If we're talking about community wealth as well, group economics, I think Bitcoin and crypto is the best example of that, because it's where we can come together as a community to exchange wealth, build wealth, and all become wealthy from those exchanges. Versus right now, you go out into the store and buy something, how much more wealthier does it make you? All right, he likes Max. What's that?
Yeah, if you're going to the store to buy it, chances are not much wealthier.
No, and that money that you're using, again, that fiat currency, isn't going to buy you much these days, which is another reason why we should be considering crypto. So, speaking of crypto, Shane, maybe we should talk about what we're doing with crypto.
Oh, we only have 10 minutes left.
I think we got plenty enough time to do exactly that then.
All right.
You look concerned. You don't want to talk to them about it or something?
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to, man. I don't want to put anything out there you and I haven't talked about.
Well, we're going to talk about the general concept of what we're doing, which is Breadcrumb NFT, breadcrumbnft.com. We want you guys to get invested into crypto, and we want you guys to participate in group economics. So this is our way of doing or making an attempt to do exactly that. So please definitely check it out. breadcrumbnft.com right there at the bottom of your screen. Also connect with us on Twitter. Our Twitter is growing. It's not showing at this number, at this rate, but it will definitely. And connect with us, Twitter at Breadcrumb, the letter N, Breadcrumbing, all right? And find out more about our Breadcrumb NFT. Shane, you want to break it down for the people, just the general concept of what we're doing over here?
Sure. So the general concept of the Breadcrumb, the way it works is you buy the token, you sell the token, and 3 buys later, right, after somebody buys it for the 3rd time after you've sold it, you get 1% of the overall value of the sale. We call that a breadcrumb. It's just a little kickback, a commission, our way of saying thanks for playing. Buy another one, do it again.
Exactly. Jack B just added us on Twitter. Thank you very much, Jack. Nice. Please stay in touch. We're going to keep you up to date on what happens with Breadcrumb, but we're working on tremendous things with the project.
The mad scientist, man.
Yeah. But first things first, we want you guys to get involved by joining our whitelist. So head on over to breadcrumbnft.com, join our whitelist so we can keep you up to date on what we're doing with Breadcrumb, because like I said, this is our roadmap to start, but we are brainstorming on long-term use and what is it?
We're going to
Productivity.
make it fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, we don't want to say too much too soon, but just know that you guys are going to be a part of a roller coaster of a ride every step of the way. So we want you to get involved by, again, heading over to breadcrumbnft.com and yeah, meet us, Nick and Shane.
Right. Does this mean we have to start working on it again, Nick?
Yeah, for sure. We do, because especially when we're telling more people about it. Yeah. We gotta get people invested in what we're doing. So connect with us. We be very happy to have you be a part of this, because Breadcrumb is going to take off and we want you guys to be there. Okay. But yeah, with the crypto market, I think is actually being destabilized by these government attempts to control a decentralized economic system. So we got to rebel. We got to fight back somehow, some way. Breadcrumbnft.com is going to help you guys every step of the way.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, Nick, fun little nugget for you today. I was doing some research, and I ran across a list of all of the presidential candidates from 2020.
All right.
If you took a stab at it, how many presidential candidates, how many people do you think filed to run for president of the United States in 2020?
Ooh, that's a good question. I know as a candidate, it's always a lot more on the ballot than the media makes it seem. So I would say maybe 130.
130. All right. So that's good, man. There's actually
too much.
There was actually 1,212.
Damn.
Now here's where it gets fun. 40% were either Republican or Democrat.
Wow.
And of that 40%, the vast majority were Democrats. Right? But that's 40%. That means 60% of the Americans that wanted to be president of the United States, that wanted to run,
right,
were not from Republican or Democrat Party.
Wow.
They don't subscribe to the left-right paradigm.
See, and we get robbed of all of these different choices because of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
money always plays an integral role in all of this, because you got to pay for advertising. And believe it or not, people, whenever you see candidates in interviews on CNN, Fox, whatever the case may be, they're paying for those spots.
Oh, yeah.
They're not telling you that. They're trying to make it seem like they're doing this equal opportunity thing and they're, investigating into politics for you. No, they don't. That candidate paid to get on stage and get their 15 minutes of fame. And yeah, the network benefits from it because they get money and more publicity for you, the candidate. So that's why you're going to be investing into it. I've been reaching out to Libertarian, like, let's go, says Jack. Yeah, I don't know.
There were 23 out of the 1,212. There were 23 Libertarian candidates.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So, but there's 23 that identified as Libertarian. The vast majority of candidates were nonpartisan or other.
Wow.
Which very well may make them Libertarian.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, but I got me
depending on what they want to do.
Yeah. I wish somebody could come up with a way to give that other 60% a voice.
I guess we'll have to come up with that idea.
I think we should.
For sure, absolutely. Like I said, you guys,
what I'm talking about, Nick. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, guys, like I said, we're brainstorming for more ideas to make Breadcrumb more useful and beneficial to the masses. So,
And
I want to hear your ideas as well. What's that?
Fun. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yes, it is going to be fun.
We want to change the world. Hold on, what the hell? My bad, I forgot to turn off my radio.
I don't know if we're going to change the world, man, but we're
definitely going to do our best to.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll change the world. Why be so humble, I guess. Maybe we will.
Exactly. We just got to see what happens. But I would say we still got to, excuse me, damn. We still got a lot of work ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? So please, guys, again, connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, right there at the bottom of your screen. We definitely want to make sure we keep you connected every step of the way in every way that we can. And if you're watching on YouTube, definitely be sure to click that subscribe button so you can get more notifications about random awesome conversations like this one and other Nick and Shane show episodes coming to you guys soon. Shane, you want to give them a last word?
Hey, man, look, everyone who participated, thanks for participating. Everybody who listened and watched, thanks for listening and watching. Nick, for two guys who had absolutely no idea what we were going to talk about an hour ago, we did a good job filling an hour.
We did, not bad, I would say.
Yeah.
Right? That's why we get paid the big bucks, man. We got to tell our producers, this is why you pay us.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
All right, Jack B, I hope you get it to your Facebook wall, man. I don't know. Facebook has been tripping for me, too. I don't know. It's some weird shit going on. But anyways, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to be coming back next week, Friday, to talk about more shit. So please come back then and have a great weekend. We're out of here. Take care. Peace. Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Nick. Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane.
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 Nick.
Shane.
Nick. Nick.
Shane. Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Nick.
Shane.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm 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 Shane.